Music!
No matter how random things might appear, there's still a plan.
Hello people, this is me DJ Reeman, of course, for YouTube on the Radio Variety Show, and I was down here, I'm back to interview Jay.
Hello.
He's one of the owners of Castle House, which we're in.
Yeah,
and
it's a beautiful venue.
Yeah, and who are you, sir?
I'm Harry. I'm the screaming, shouty man from I Cry Wolf.
There you go. I Cry Wolf.
Plug.
So I Cry Wolf are one of the resident bands that we have down here. We have a eclectic range of resident bands, but Harry's the front man from our forefront metal band, and I thought it was take the opportunity to get him in on the interview because they're headlining here tonight.
Headlining today.
Oh yeah, the metal event.
Yeah, definitely. So it's a big lineup tonight. We've got bands from Bicester and Reading, Oxford, and Daventry from Egan Cave. Yeah, so all over the Midlands really actually. So it's a pretty and it's a mixture of different types of metal as well. Everything from thrash to thrash.
Yeah. New genre of thrash.
Yeah, from thrash to hardcore like you guys.
Progressive stuff.
Yeah, and all those weird metal.
No, it's not going to. It'll take hours.
But Harry's been with us pretty much since the beginning days of the Nuvi promotions before we had our own venue. And been playing pretty loyally for us on a consistent basis, and starting to pack venues out. So we were saying last night, if tonight goes well, I can't really put him off on wanting to use the downstairs bar anymore. So.
Now, of course, I went online to check out what has been happening with the venue we're in the last year or so, and then you opened this in August with Susie.
Yep.
Now, what was the decision to actually have I was about to say pub as a venue, really? I saw on an article it's called a hub as well because it's smaller music, it's performers and things, and I saw a photo shoot on Facebook. So, like, what's the general? Obviously,
we've sort of decided to. Susie's wanted her own venue for a long time.
Yeah.
And through promoting and meeting each other, putting on a few gigs together as well. We sort of, it's something that we both wanted to do, and it really made sense because at the venue I was at working at, I didn't really have the budget I wanted to get in big acts or pay my bands.
Yeah.
And that's why I really appreciate the bands that stuck with me because we weren't always able to pay them. So we really wanted to be able to do our own thing in our own venue. We've got it here, and what we've decided to do is have a multifaceted business. So the music and the entertainment is really a key part and is an area that really works. Because it's the connections and the relationships me and Susie already have with other artists, as well as being musicians ourselves. But you mentioned the photo shoot. I mean, we have spaces upstairs, so we've done everything from room hires to parties to poker nights to modelling shoots upstairs. And because of the beautiful nature of this old building, I mean, the photo shoots were Harry's band are about to go do some photos upstairs in a little bit as well, and the rooms are so old and the structure of it's pretty cool. It actually makes for some cool band photos as well, and it's had several photographers in to do stuff. So no, it's worked quite nicely really.
Of course, last night, how did you come across Chris Oakes?
Well, Chris messaged me. He wanted to get a gig for his I think it's his son's band, Punch Drunk Monkey.
Yeah.
And then I got talking to him, and he said that he did nights at the Mill. I don't know how it was going there, but he said that he wanted to come and work with other venues, and I said, well, come and have a go at putting a gig on here.
Yeah.
And I think they were charging people to get in at the Mill, and I said, well, you don't have to charge to get in here. We'll do whatever we can to support you and what you need.
Yeah.
And but hopefully we'll get more people to your events to see, because I think with him he's not money motivated. He likes putting on good music and he enjoys doing it. He's not there to make money. Nobody putting on a gig wants to lose money, but he wants people to see those bands. I think the best way for people to see those bands is he's putting them down here, and especially if they're not from the local area, like Eagle Weeks. That it's free entry. They can walk in and it's accessible. Yeah. And his nights are really starting to pick up. But I think we'll hopefully have a long relationship with Chris.
Yeah, because like you said, I didn't know really what was going on because I've been in the Bear Tree for 5 minutes and JT's for a number of years.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're just pubs. Yeah. Obviously, you know very well what's been happening around here the last few years with Stown.
But JT's with the old landlord Bob. Hi Bob, if you're listening.
Yeah.
He would be. JT's was a very well established pub, and I think Bob was here for 15 years. And the Beer Tree, they did it went through owners, and I know that they had their own reasons for why it didn't work. Not necessarily because the business model was wrong, but maybe because of personal circumstances. But
the main benefit of this now is that it's got the old JT lot that used to come here and the old band.
Yeah.
It's still linking up, but it's now got more young.
Yeah, it's got a broader range. I mean, we want everybody here. I mean, we had a Saturday night of the week when we just opened in January. It's very odd we didn't have anything on, we didn't have a DJ, we didn't have a band, but we had lots of people in. And we had, European guys that finish work at the factories at 12, and they come in at midnight because they know we're open till 2 a.m. on a Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
And they love to come in and they have a few Kronenbergs, and then I had a local French friend of mine who had his friends over from France, and then we had a load of our mates. So it's multicultural, and it was, everybody knew each other. We have a really, really wide variety of people that come in here, and it's great. And they all seem to know each other and get along, and we want everybody to feel welcome here, and everybody to feel like they're part of something here as well.
So it's like, obviously it's just like music, it's...
you were here that night as well?
I was.
Yeah, you were hammered.
I was.
He was.
Oh, I've got Jaeger tonight.
Yay! Woo!
So that's what the hub is actually like you're basically it's a pub front, but you're doing a lot more inside than...
Well, we do food and things in the daytime, and we want it to have a very community aspect.
Yeah.
But that's it. It's turning it from a pub into a venue, and that's a mission on its own. But we're hopefully trying to get that.
Because of course, when I've been here last night, it's obviously space and stuff. When you come in, obviously you've been here before before you opened it. Obviously, and had a look around. Obviously, when you got bands in here and a band takes up a lot of room. What was your kind of plan for bands necessarily? Because obviously there isn't tons of spaces.
Still kind of.
When me and Suze first came in here 6 months ago, and I had a look at the building, I immediately said when we walked in, I said, right, well, should we be putting the bands at the end of the bar?
Yeah.
She went, no, we'll be putting the bands upstairs. And I went, oh, okay, so I had a look at the upstairs room. Obviously it's not huge, and she was like, oh, it'll be very intimate gig. And I was thinking, well, we're not going to be able to get, leather out and 250 people in a room up there. So we opened, the first night we were open, we put bands upstairs and it worked, but it was tight. So I think what we've done is trying to, especially bands like Harry's that Metal, we can put them upstairs so it doesn't infringe on the locals in the bar on a Saturday night, but also anybody that can fill the venue, we can put downstairs. But I mean, the fact is, it isn't a huge capacity venue, but the outside area as well gives us the chance in the summers with temporary event notices and licenses that we can put on live music outside. And that outside there is the biggest outside.
Actually quite good, isn't it? You've got like an area, the pub has actually got rather than 6 and 7 on the council pavement.
And venues that have been in Banbury that have had outside seating areas bigger than that, but currently I don't know any
town.
I don't know any venue in town that's got the biggest outside area.
Like an outside, you'd have to keep asking for like permission all the time for stuff like that.
Well, yeah, we've got the ability to do it probably about 15, 16 times a year, possibly more. And if the music aspect of this business works, the brewery will probably want to help us to find a way to put our music a lot more outside, because it'll probably sell a lot more of their beer.
Exactly.
Which is, of course, the most important.
Which is, of course, the most important thing.
Selling their.
And it's a really good job. You got a more historic car park next door as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think that's going actually. Hopefully that'll provide more space for more venues and a better scope around the side of the town.
How are you kind of promoting it in general? I know obviously social media these days.
Well, we do a lot of viral promotion on Facebook. We've got the website up and running. On the way at the moment. It's literally started. We've already got a draft of it. Harry's band and a few of the other resident bands will be featured on that, and there'll be links to them. You'll be able to catch all the local events that'll be happening here. I think me and you are going to start working on a podcast soon as well, which will be cool. So we'll do our own little. Might have to talk to you about helping to arrange something like that. But yeah, most of and in-house as well, and word of mouth. We have a really good local scene, and I've got a few promoters in the other counties as well that are quite good. So yeah, we're just building our network slowly, but we have already quite a good network. We're expecting a busy night tonight, and the weather's been terrible, so I'm still expecting to be busy tonight.
Now to I Cried Wolf.
Hello.
So personally, what do you get out of coming here? Obviously, when you first impression, right, okay, it's a pub, play a band and that, but
coming here to me is it's different because I've known Jake since we were 11. So it's kind of a family thing coming here. I come here and all my family friends from over the years pop in and all my mates do, and yeah, we always have a laugh. We always get far more drunk than we should do.
Usually before the show.
Usually before the show, during the show, after the show, when Jake has to throw us out. But yeah, it's like I love playing. It's just
it's nice, man.
And it was the first place I came to when I came back from Chile. I was like straight to the pub. You were there.
The word gets around.
Yes, definitely.
But no, I love this place.
And of course, it's actually good. It's actually got good sound. Compared to what the camera picked up, it's like it's like, and I didn't realise the back opened as well. When you come, Steve come back, because I didn't know it was in the Soundman last night. I thought, that's what it is. Okay.
We're gonna pop a stage down there in the summer as well, so it means that there will be something for you to stand on and throw yourself off of, not the bar.
Going on the bar.
But it will raise up some of our smaller frontmen, as I say, like Pete and Harry. But that'll improve the sound as well down there as well if we have a raised floor and a bit of carpet, and the same with getting some curtains around the top room and the back of there. So even if it's good to hear that the sound sounds fine.
Like every show we've done, I've been able to hear myself. Everyone's fine.
Yes.
We've got Ashley doing the recording tonight, haven't we?
Yes.
And of course, like go back to like before you opened. Did you have a lot of advice separate from music to like open a pub, a venue based? Did you get a lot of business advice, or did you have a lot of your own?
I think me and Suze were very clear on what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
Really. I think we both. Suze had a very definite plan, and I think when I became involved, it always will change when we get other people's opinions. But we had a sort of wide idea that we both agreed on a lot. We both wanted to do a music venue or an entertainment venue. That's what we wanted to do, because that's what we had at our fingertips at the time available to us and the artists we knew. It was the thing that we wanted to do and that we wanted to would enjoy doing the most. But I think as well it evolves as it goes along. For all we knew, we could have come in here and music wouldn't have worked. So it turns out the food trade was the best thing, and we could have become a daytime pub. We've got to look at it as a business as well. But I think the music has really worked. I mean, we were 90% sure it would. And now that it does work here, I mean, we'll just build on it. Work with our artists more, try and develop them, try and work with them and help them, even if it's nothing to do with the venue. Because when they're rich and famous, they might stop here on the way back, and that's always a lovely thing. It's like Harry says, he goes off into the big wide world and does things, and when he comes back, he comes here, and that's a really nice thing.
So I assume when you open in August, there's not been any financial heart attacks so far.
You've been alright.
There's been times that we thought I felt
Oh my god!
I mean, everybody has tried to put in advice and has their 2 cents. Some people listen to more than others.
Yeah.
And sometimes you've got to listen to the general feedback of the customer as well, and of your friends and family that will shoot you straight. Some people won't want to tell you how it is, and other people will, feel comfortable enough to be more direct with you. But it's really started to get there now. It has really started to get there, and I think hopefully, touch wood again, the future's bright. Hopefully.
Before we go, because I was trying to figure out who's under the New View Promotions.
Yes.
And that's you, is it?
Yeah, well, I started that. It was also, there's a couple of other boys as well that were involved from the beginning, but I don't think they could really. They didn't really get it, but they were very helpful when they did, and I'm sure. One day it becomes a multi-million-pound business, they'll have a couple of words to say about the logo. But
thank you very much.
but no, it's mainly been me behind it, but there's been numerous people that have helped me, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without, such as all the bands like Harry's, my own band, Joe Paxton, Ed Smith, who will help, Pete Bailey and Suzette as well. And
we've got loads of plans. We've got loads of little plans.
Yeah. Definitely, yeah, and there's much more to come as well. There's much more to come as well, and we're just adding to it slowly. We've gone from a gig night to our own venue and tours and working with artists and bands a lot more. So hopefully we can just keep building, and the team will get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Thanks very much for talking to us on video.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much.
And now I'm off to get my pizza.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Brilliant, cheers.